出滴滴答。长长的竹篱下，生着一丛牵牛花。牵牛花真像话，它不牵牛牵喇叭，好像一对小乐队，骑着喇叭在玩耍。可是喇叭并不大，吹不出滴滴答。长长的竹篱下，生着一丛牵牛花。牵牛花真像话，它不牵牛牵喇叭，好像一对小乐队，骑着喇叭在玩耍。可是喇叭并不大，吹不出滴滴答。长长的竹篱下，生着一丛牵牛花。牵牛花真像话，它不牵牛牵喇叭，好像一对小乐队，骑着喇叭在玩耍。可是喇叭并不大，吹不出滴滴答。
So she is the officer manager, and she prepare all the paperwork for international adoption. Yeah, international adoption.
Welcome.
Yeah, she welcome all of us to come back and visit the office.
我係獨立嘅一個兒童福利員關組嚟嚇。
So the Dongguan Children's Welfare Institute was founded in March 1998. So at the very beginning, when the orphanage was founded, there were only little more than 40 children at that time. But right now, in Dongguan orphanage, there are more than 600 children right now in the orphanage. So for the 600 children, about half they are in the orphanage now, and another half are in foster homes, foster families. So you don't see too many right now in the orphanage.
因為我哋咧一般情況下咧，我哋就係小朋友咧學識咗走路之後，我哋就會將佢寄養出嚟，因為我哋覺得呢種小朋友到咗呢個年紀咧，需要擴闊佢嘅視野啦，多啲去同社會接觸啦，
So by the age, the children they can walk. The orphanage will put them in the foster families because they think for that age, from then on, baby children they need more home care environment. So from the age they can walk, they will put the children to the foster families.
咁好似我哋小朋友咧，就呢個年齡咧，一般我哋就喺院內就睇嘅。
即係呢度呢啲全部都係。So for the babies in our group, they all stay in the orphanage. Yeah, before adoption. Yeah, before adoption, they all stay in the orphanage. Orphanage will put them in the foster families because they think for that age. From then on, baby children they need more home care environment. So So from the age they can walk, they will put the children to the foster families.
咁我想佢但係都比較集中嘅，係。
So when the kids they reach the age of going to school, for example, they are 6 years old and they need to go to school, and so even they are in foster families, they usually place the children about the same age to the same community. Same community. So when they reach the age of going to school, then the orphanage will send a bus to take the children to the schools. Take the children to the schools. So because the same age children, they live in the same neighborhood, same community, so they will meet together in the morning at a certain spot, and the orphanage will send a bus to take them all to the school. And they use the donations from the adoptive families to buy a big bus before, a few years ago, to use for the children, to taking the children to the different schools. So right now, for Donggua orphanage, about 86% of the children, they are special needs children. 86%.
所以我哋咧就呢個咧就係本來咧就以殘疾兒童康復為主，咁正常嘅教育咧我哋就掃入社區去啦。
So in the orphanage, they have a lot of recovering training facilities. So for those who need the recovery training, they will keep the children here. They will keep the children in the orphanage. So the teaching rooms, the classrooms inside the building, they are mainly for the special needs children, for their recovering program, And also the orphanage wants the children from the orphanage to be able to mix into the society better. So they will just go to school like all the other kids in the family. They will go to the same school, like elementary school or middle school. The teaching rooms here, they are just for the special needs children, to have the recovery class or recovering programs.
當中有70%。
That about 70% of the special needs children, they prepare paperwork for them and report it to the CCAA for adoption.
咁主要咧，如果係腦部問題嘅，自己正常嘅嗰啲殘疾兒童，我哋一般都真係盡量同佢快啲做呢個手術啊，通過手術治療啊。
So Miss Ho said if it's not the problem, like mental problem, for those children with special needs, if it's not the mental problem, they will try to do surgery for them, for them to recover, and then they will be reported to CCAA as soon as possible. So the number of children taken to orphanage very every year, and so the most, the 1 year, the record was more than 300. And then the lowest, the smallest number is just like little more than 50 or 60. So not too many. So the average time is from like 6 months to 1 year, 1.5 years. It depends. And so after the baby is taken to the orphanage, they need to observe them for a long time. Make sure they are really healthy or they have any medical condition. They need to make sure that. And then if they are sure that this baby is healthy, then they will prepare the documents, and report to CCAA. And the time also varies, from time to time. So for healthy, normal children, about half. Half for international adoption, half for domestic. But for children with special needs, about 90% are international adoption. So if at the local town, the temporary home, for example, the old people's nursery, the condition is not very good and they cannot take care of baby very well, then they will send the babies to the orphanage, the DongguanCWI orphanage, and then they will keep looking for the baby's biological parents. Yes, and then for DongguanCWI, so she said that old people's nursery, their condition is better. And they think they should take a longer time to look for his biological parents. So they keep him there for a longer time, before they send him to the orphanage. It is the police who will search for the birth parents. And then if the police decided they cannot ever find the birth parents anymore, then this baby will be sent to the orphanage for sure, and the baby is an orphan, abandoned child. The police decided. So she said they don't keep the things found with baby. They will make a record of what was found with the baby, but they don't keep them. She said you and baby look alike.